Welcome to Let's Talk. The identity of a musician seems to be an integral part of their music career, and what a musician wears can tell you a lot about who they are before you've even heard their music. That is why on today's show, we're going to be talking about the importance of fashion in the music industry. My name is Izzy Idiaru, and welcome to Let's Talk. But I'm not going to be doing this talking myself. I have three amazing people. They are professionals in their different fields. But when we come back from this break, I'm going to be introducing our guest. Please stay tuned. And welcome to Let's Talk. You are watching Let's Talk. And like I said, I'm going to be introducing our guest. So I'm going to start with a lady in the house. And it is none other than Director Pink.
Hi.
Hi. She's so cute. Like, hi.
Hi. Good day, everyone. My name is Director Pink.
Yeah. Director Pink, she is a creative director, a film director as well. She's a cinematographer and an edit director. All right. So next up, we have the stylist himself, President of Timi Rogers. How you doing?
Very fine, thank you.
This brother, there were a lot of things that unfolded before we started this show. So I'm not going to say unfolded before we started this show. So I'm not going to say it. So let everything just be coming out with time. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
How are you doing?
Very fine, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And finally, last but not the least, he's a little bit proud, but in a swagalicious way. It is Rick Hassani, a.k.a. African gentleman, a.k.a. Prince. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good.
Yes. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the importance of fashion in the music industry. And basically the reason we wanted to talk about this is we've seen how somehow fashion has made music artists become more valid in society and more recognized because of just how they carry themselves. And there are other people who don't dress up as much as other people do in the music industry, but somehow maybe they are succeeding or not, but we're going to be finding out today from you guys. You are professionals, you are teaching me. So I want us to, delve right into it. We're talking about, fashion in the music industry, and there's a question in my head. Is it really important? Fashion in the music industry, fashion with musicians. Because I'm thinking about her. I don't know if you know her, the musician. Because when she came out, she just, came out without a face. Nobody really recognized. Nobody knew who her was. But we loved her music regardless. So it just begs the question, is it really, really important? So I'm going to start with Rick Hassani because this kind of looks like
Oh, yeah, man. It's seriously important, man. I remember when I first started out, I think fashion was one of the things that even made me stand out, aside my music. Because the thing with music is there are so many musicians. There are so many. So fashion is that tool that you can use to make yourself stand out. Yeah. And also, being a musician or even just being a celebrity now as a whole, what you're saying to people is that you want people to pay to look at you. You want people to pay to come to a show and stare at you sing. Voices have been around for years, so singing is nothing new.
True.
There's what do I want to sing that Usher hasn't sung before? Somebody else, you know what I mean? People just want to be able to say, I want to come to stare at you, and I want you to make me feel different or make me feel
extra.
Yeah, make me feel
one of my friends
something else. You understand, like je ne sais quoi, and a very serious component of that je ne sais quoi is your fashion and how you look. So it's seriously important. The thing is, whenever people hear fashion and how you look, they automatically think that, you have to be dressed up and everything. No, fashion is still, dressing down is still a fashion. It's still no look is still a look. You know what I mean? It's like how you have Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has no look, but that no look is a look. That's, yeah. So people always, when they hear old fashion, they think that they have to dress and do this and this. No, it's just finding a look. And once you find that look, that's fashion.
Yeah. Timi, there was something that he said about, dressing up and dressing down doesn't necessarily mean you're not fashionable. You're the stylist in the house. I mean, tell us, educate us on that, because like he said, people always feel like you must overdo before you do.
Yeah, I think I'm one person that doesn't really think you have to be overloud to create a fashion statement. I think, like you said, dressing down is also fashion.
Yeah.
But I think basically it's the individual that is the fashion, because if you can't be able to carry if you're dressing up, or you can't be able to carry yourself if you're dressing down, then you are not selling out any fashion. So at the end of the day, you have to be into the fashion to carry that look out. So most times, like, every voices are not the same. So are the looks not the same. So basically what a Beyonce can do in creating a look and a set, someone else cannot do. But you know how to carry a Terry can carry himself in his lane and look very fashionable and have people to buy into that fashion. Yeah. So basically it has to do with the individual. That's what I feel, because there's some people you would actually do everything for and you'd be like, okay, I tried my best, but it didn't just come out nice. And it happens to some musicians, no names, but
you're subtly throwing shade. So it's all right. Catch yourself, guys. All right, no problem. So what about you, Pink? How important do you think fashion is in the music industry?
Okay, I think I would go for, like, in terms of like music videos, yes. So some musicians, they do not realize like how important it is to like create that look for your film, basically, because all they think is, okay, imagine you're having like a really, really sad song. You sound, okay, maybe you don't really sing sad songs, basically, but then you just decide to like, just sing that kind of like really emotional song. Let me use the word emotional, basically. They all feel like, oh, okay, no, if you don't put bling bling on my chest, I'm not doing this. Do you understand?
I think it's very common with rappers, is it me?
Yeah, but everybody now.
I feel like it's everybody.
Everybody, including
actually, you understand? I mean, you've seen the treatment. You already know how this is going to look. You've seen probably the styling reference. You've seen how it is going to look. And then when I come on set, the stylist is telling me that, oh, director, he said he wants to wear bling, and I'm like, no, we're having this kind of mood. You can't be wearing clothes that are probably shouting everywhere. Do you understand? Because I mean, probably like whatever my set looks like, that is how I want you to stand out. So I want you to stand out in a bright way if probably my set is looking quite dull. Then I would want you to stand out in a dull way if my set is bright. That is how you would stand out.
How do you come to that consensus with them? Because I'm thinking a lot of times, I know you know your onions, you know your work. There's a music artist, there's a stylist, there's a manager. Do you understand? There's an entire village behind them. Everybody has an idea. They're telling the artist, so this is how it should be. You, as you're the creative director, you've seen what it looks like. How do you like find a way to?
I'll tell you. Don't worry, we'll do it. We'll do another. We'll do it, because at the end of the day, when we're done and it's a wrap, we go, because probably I know what is best for you. But then because you are paying my fee, you understand that I want to like satisfy you. So because I want to satisfy you, then I'll tell you, I will do my own. No, I don't want that in my mind. You see, but I'll tell you what that is in my mind. I will now tell you, okay, you can do another out. I will just sacrifice that set and be like, let's just do this also. Because at the end of the day, probably when we're done editing, I'll put that one you told me to put, because I know it wouldn't look nice. Then you just be like, then I might probably just even put the one I liked, basically. They be like, actually, that one is actually, and I'm like,
I told you.
It happens.
But with Hassani, what do you have to say? Because you are a musician, also a fashionista.
You give your directors wahala.
She has asked the question. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think I can mostly speak for myself. I always have my vision. I always know exactly how I want it to be. I've even gone as far as writing the treatment and sending it to the director. For my video Gentleman, I wrote the treatment myself. I looked for the house where we shot the video myself. The fashion, the same thing. I went to the markets with the designer, bought the fabric, sat down, drew it. I said, let the lapel come out like this, because of course, like he has his own input as well, and they all have their input, but it's primarily my vision. So it's even easier to work with me that way, because I'm coming to you. I know exactly what I want. I know what, even in times when I don't know what I want, I shall know what I don't want. So it's always very, very easy for me. And I feel like most artists, if you're really a true like creative, like you should have the vision of what you want to do, so you don't stress people out. You can't just employ people and then and you don't know what you want, it's always nice if you have that vision, make it clear. When you're employing people to work with you on your vision, you speak to them so that you know if they're the kind of people that can, that understand your vision and so that they can relate that way and everything will be smooth, So yeah, that's for me now.
I completely agree with you. You're talking about them having the right people with them because it's very important. Especially if you're out there in the limelight, there just has to be the right people. There have to be right people with you so that they can, lead you in that right path. But, let's talk about being labeled in the music industry. So, especially if you've been tagged as a fashion icon, there are plenty of expectations. So it's like, you cannot even dress down. You can't know when you're dressing like someone like Hassani now. She's coming like this with plenty of nice jackets looking.
But I dress simple today, though. I dress simple today.
But you're not performing.
I did my turtleneck.
See?
I almost did, though.
So, like, how do you, like, still bring yourself to that point of where this is who I am? It doesn't mean I'm going to dress up like this every single time. Sometimes I want to look like I'm in my bedroom, right? When you're in that mood. So how do you find that balance with your audience, with the people that are watching you and they're expecting something like this from you?
Okay, I think this is the thing about entertainment, right? Like when you come in the industry, you try and pop and try and get people to notice you. And then people start noticing you for a particular reason. In this case now, it's fashion, right? Oh boy, you go do that reason, they go. Because the moment you stop that reason, and now you can't say, today I just want to dress down. No. Now you cause them now. Now you make people begin to look you abi, so you go continue. You know what I mean? It's almost like the case of Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga came out, blew up, wearing meat dresses and coming on the red carpet with inside egg yolk, and then coming with horse and all these things. And then next thing she started coming with normal gown.
Slippers.
And you're now thinking, oh God, how did I fall off? What do you mean? Yeah. Now you cause them. Nobody asked you to do all of that. The minute you stop, we too, we go stop because you're the leader. We're all looking at you. You're the one that, made us stare at you. And now, so I feel like once you identify the reason why you had that attention, you now have to escalate it and keep scaling it and scaling it and scaling it. That's how you keep the attention. It's just like Beyonce now. Beyonce earlier on, she'll come with two dancers. Then the next time is 5 dancers. Then the next time is like 16 girls on stage. And then like 100. She kept on scaling it up. Today, if she wears maybe something on this level, the next one needs to be shorter than that. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like you have to keep scaling it up. She has identified, okay, this is why people like me, right? Girl power, right? Okay, I could run that girl power to the end. And then she keeps scaling it and scaling. So that's what makes her legend. And that's like a general advice in everything that you're doing.
I'm just going to be giving some accolades to a few designers in Nigeria in Africa that were recognized by big names in the industry. Mm-hmm. So there's one from Senegal. Her name is Tongo Studios, and Beyonce wore most of our outfits for the Black is King album. And kudos, girl. And the next person is Lisa Folawiyo. Tiwa Savage wore her design on the cover of Billboard magazine 2020. So, you going girls. All right, so we're going to go on a very quick break. And when we come back, we'll still be talking more about fashion in the music industry. Don't go anywhere. And welcome to Let's Talk. What's up, guys? It's time for us to play our game. It's time for Game On. I'm going to ask you guys questions. Okay. What was the worst look for you that you won personally? You thought in your mind, like, why did I put myself in this position? That kind of look.
They're different though. It's
wow.
I'm trying to picture which one is worse. Maybe he's wearing a total mesh. Yes.
What do you call it?
Total mesh.
Oh, okay.
Like up and down. Then yeah.
Interesting.
The mesh was really very, very much meshy.
Wow.
Because imagine it had see-through.
Wow.
So you could see places.
Wow.
And that day, that kind of see-through, that kind of panties that guy just to wear. There's only one panty. So the other part was just spreading its tentacles.
How did you feel exactly when you were?
And you know what? I didn't know. So when I went...
What do you mean you didn't know?
I knew that I was already
You
messed.
left your
I was going for a party that was supposed to be
that kind
very
of
confined. Then when I got there, that's seeing blue light, everything. So
good.
they could X-ray my entire body. And I didn't even know that the light was pointing. So I had to take it in. And that day, I was like, you know what? It's one of those days. So swallow it.
Next time you do better.
That mesh was no. And guess what? It was not my color. So it was worse. If it was my color, I would have enjoyed it. But this one, like, I went to wear one mesh that I don't understand.
Bring Hassani.
My worst look?
Yeah.
Do you ever have a worst look?
Actually, I don't. You know.
What did you say?
Actually, I don't.
She knows once.
No, keep be telling me.
There's a worst look.
Don't. I'm not
you have
stopping you.
receipts.
Please go ahead.
My worst look. I don't know. I don't think I can't recall. I don't recall.
Hello.
No. This isn't a bad look. That was Malawi, and that is how they dress in Malawi. So it was like I was paying homage to, Malawians.
I just want,
It was,
But from your entire posting, this is supposed to be your worst look.
Yeah.
But apart from this, I'm sure there's another one. That one.
I'm trying to recall. I don't
Oh shit, fashion.
I'm serious. I don't really don't.
Yeah. Okay. So, from your own angle now, I know you work with a lot of music artists on sets, directing their music videos. What outfit did somebody wear? And in your mind, you don't have to say the person's name because obviously, and in your mind, you're like, exactly like that.
Okay. I know this one. So
you say this like Jesus.
Sorry, I always used to just say. So there was this set that I was on, and it was like, how do I explain now? Everyone was supposed to be like dark, definitely dark. Then the only spotlights basically was supposed to be like on the guy, so it was supposed to like have something, a bright outfit basically. My guy go wear black. He wore black hoodie, funny enough. It can't be like say he lost.
Yeah.
And he was not dark skinned again. And I was like, but then in my mind I was like, I fit on onto concept, you understand? But then I was looking at it and I was like, nah, this is not going to work. And I was like, yo, no, I look good. What do you mean?
That's it.
You look good. You look good. But me now, at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? While we're done with this, let's use that other one.
So when you're done,
I'm always when
option B.
I don't have time to argue. I don't like stress. Do you understand? I do what you want. Do you get it? And I do what I want. Basically, so that I think
that's your own strategy. So I understand
exactly.
Yeah. So the next game is who wore this. So basically, I'm going to show you guys a picture. And you have to tell me, their face is not there. And you have to tell me who wore this dress or who rocked. There's no expo.
Okay.
Who rocked this look? There's one I've already shown you guys. And we knew it was Hassani.
Are they Nigerian?
I don't know.
No, you give us.
No.
Because Hassani looks like Usher.
Okay.
So if you now stand
I take the compliments.
So you see, if now show me Usher owner, I'm not saying Hassani and it's Usher.
But that's your business.
How fair is that?
I thought you meant that picture. He looks like.
You see all these things that you say, it's not helping in this game.
I thought you made that picture. He looks like an Usher.
Hey!
Oh my God!
Shots fired! No problem. That was my own. Let's do this.
All right. So
it starts from him. I started last.
No, because you're close to me, so you have to pass the phone.
I'll pass the phone to him. I'll close my eyes.
No, look at it. Don't tell me the person's name.
Okay, I'll keep it in my mind.
Until I ask you.
Okay. It's small. It looks like I
pass the phone. Help me to pass the phone. God bless you.
So we're just supposed to have it in my
Can I zoom
Yes.
in?
Don't say it yet.
I can zoom in, right? This person. Can I have 2 options?
In your mind, keep it in your mind.
Okay. 2 options. I hope I'm right though.
So there are no clues. Whether Nigerian, not Nigerian.
Yeah. Me, I'm trying to check the shape. Oh.
Because it's very easy. When you see them behind,
I don't know what they say.
Just look for the people that have extra.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, good.
So start from here for the answer.
So there's a way, Gabe goes here. If you don't know it, you have to send 10K into my account.
Hey.
That's it.
Man,
So be thinking about it now. Tell me, Timi.
So we don't have expo.
Express your mind. I don't know. I just showed you a picture. Me, I don't even know the person.
Okay, so should I say my 2 options or I should say just one?
Say your 2 options.
Okay. The second one is actually not going to be. My first option is Toke Makinwa.
I wanted to.
The second one will actually be Yemi, but I don't think it's Yemi. But Toke Makinwa or Yemi Alade.
Yeah.
Toke Makinwa. That's what I had in my mind. Literally.
Yeah.
I think it's Yemi Alade. I don't know if Toke is that big. Is she that big?
There's a way to say it.
There's
That hand, that's how
and the body.
And the way she did it. Yeah.
Please, I don't know if Yemi dresses.
But I'll go for Toke Makinwa.
I'll go for
Okay. So let's find out who it is then. Let us reveal the face of this beautiful damsel.
What if he's in my coach?
Let's see now. Bring it.
If you said Yemi Alade, you were right!
Yes, I said it now.
You said Toke was your first choice. No, you said Toke was your first choice.
So you got to give me 2 options.
No, I said 2 options.
Next time, don't give me 2 options.
I'm
Give me
good.
options, and you
2
said Toke
options.
Makinwa.
I said it.
So let's try another one.
I shall say it. So she's paying 10K.
One
So
last
she's not even
one.
get clean.
Wow.
I was wrong.
Last one. This one.
I hope so.
Don't say it to your mind.
Why are you giving us? Give us men now.
Why do you like me?
This one is hard to.
Fast now. You have to finish the picture.
You have to understand the picture first. This one is hard. It's not well. But I think it's starting from Rick, so. Rich.
I'm not.
Hey, I didn't even need to look at it more than 1 second.
Starts from Rick.
Should I start?
Yes.
No.
No, start from him.
Wait.
I just.
Start from him.
Just give me.
Answers.
I'm still thinking. Rick.
No, she knows that.
Messi Aigbe.
Okay.
Or Toke Makinwa.
Make it choose 2 options. That's how you think.
I don't think. That doesn't look like Miss Aibe, first of all. The background doesn't look like the song. Hey, this one is tough. Okay, I'll go for. Let me just. I know I feel Shola Shop for one. It's going to be the hot cruise.
From where to where?
Let me just go. Because even I call anybody's name, it's still.
What?
It's not
Rick Hassani.
That is the Queen's
B. I felt like it's.
But
Yes, because
have
of
I
that
given
dress,
you
that
the
dress from
answer?
Black is King.
Have I given anybody the answer?
I feel like, I go for Queen Beach.
The way he said you need to watch
No,
confidence.
you know
Have I given you the answer?
I know the gold dress.
You
I know
see
the gold
how
dress.
you-
It's from Black is King.
This is how Fly used to follow.
No, me,
Since you have not announced
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
They already had their own.
It's
No, did you give us Rose?
It's not
Beyonce.
No, I think I'm always thinking and everybody thinking like
If you chose Shola Shubowale.
You are insane. I can tell you.
You were wrong. Okay.
I think Beyonce it is.
If you chose Beyonce,
But that hand.
do you want to have a rethink?
Beyonce. Beyonce.
You were right, Rick Hassani! You are owing me 10K for the first one.
Me, I said
You're owing me 10K for the first
So
one.
can we have a guy picture?
You're owing me 10K for the second one.
So
How much is that? Do the math. 40,000. Look at me, I'm rich.
So who's the next person?
That's it. That's it. Thank you for playing this game with me.
Only two.
That's it. So to round up this conversation, I wanted you guys to tell me about, we had a lot of people, music artists transitioning from, them dressing up very, casual and being to themselves and then being very fashion forward. We had a lot of them, right? For me, I would say Adekunle Gold, because he went from, that gentleman guy, ties and stuff, and then he went to this guy who, his fashion just became very, very, it stood out, kind of. So who would you say is yours?
Okay,
Need to think.
I think I've seen so much of corporate world. I think I will go for Naira Marley because his videos it's something to watch out for. It's very colorful. He stands out in his own fashion way, and then you can still relate to his personality. So I feel like he does it for me. Like Naira Marley is somebody I'll look forward to because it's different. It's a different kind of vibe.
Dr. Pink?
I have a lot. I haven't even thought of
one person.
I haven't thought of one person. Let's see.
Okay, so what do you think about it, Hassani?
I don't know if I have anybody that I enjoyed their transition in fashion, but I'll just say one person that I really enjoy his fashion so much is Fally Ipupa. His fashion is it's insane. He's such a fantastic dresser. And I feel like people don't talk about him. I don't know why. Like when it comes to fashion, we don't talk about him as much. But I feel like he's one of the most fashionable males in Africa, hands down for sure.
Dr. Pink?
I still don't have any. I need to. I could be different.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. This was absolutely amazing, bringing your different energies on the show. I like that. So guys, if you have anything to add to this conversation, go across all of our social media platforms. That is at Sentinel Mag. Please, we would like to know what you think. But before we go, please tell us your social media handles, how our people can reach you.
Okay, Instagram at Rogers Timi and Twitter at Rogers Timi. So,
okay,
Rogers Timi it is.
On Instagram, my personal page is at Diamond, and my production company is Pinkline at Pinkline Films.
Hassani, RICHASSANI on all platforms.
All right, and you can follow me at Izzy_Idiaru across all social media platforms. That is IZZY_IDIARU. And of course, do not forget to follow the brand at Sentinel Mag. We have so much stuff for you on there. Just go there and just enjoy yourself. Read them and just feel good. I will see you guys next time right here on Let's Talk. But never forget, go for the max and die empty. See ya.